Okay. I basically got notes on here. First of all, the ground rules. I just ask everybody to hold questions until pretty much the end. Okay, because I want to go into, it's like a phase, a transition stage, basically from how I started to where I'm at now. And through that, you're going to see how I developed into a top performing office. Okay? So it's basically almost like I'm trying to do it different. Not like, this is what you do, step 1, step 2, step 3. I want to tell a story, and hopefully you guys will get some gems out of that story. Okay? Also, if y'all have voice recorders on your phone, that'd be good too. So you'll be able to, no, you can use the voice recorder. So, you know, stuff like that. So basically, I just want to start out by saying I thank you guys for coming out. I'm really touched by the, outcome. Believe me, I think more people should be here. But the amount of people that are here, I feel good about you guys supporting this thing because it's for you. I reached out to Anthony, like I said. I'm reaching out so I can, aid in the progression and the success of Rapid Realty. I want to do my part in contributing to the success of Rapid Realty. As you all know, we're about to go public. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows what that means pretty much, right? Okay, going public is basically, we probably would get shares if we deserve it, whoever deserves it. You feel what I'm saying? I worked so hard to get to this point. My first love is music, because everybody says, I'm breaking down some misconceptions about Kenyatta, some truths. I'm going to break it all down right now, okay? My first love is music. My first love was never real estate. I had no idea I was going to get into real estate at all, okay? If you would have asked me when I was younger, are you going to buy properties or are you going to work for a top office in real estate, I would be like, oh, I don't know, I've never heard of that. I was going to be an MC and a DJ, okay? And I started back in the 80s when it wasn't that popular, okay? Now everybody raps and everybody DJs. So I started back when it was like battling on the streets, not fighting on YouTube, okay? It's a big difference. So that's first off. I didn't grow up in a privileged home. Okay, I didn't grow up rich. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Okay, my father was a street hustler. A dude in the street that did a lot of dirt. Basically did everything and dropped a lot of gems. So a lot of things that you would say is like my father said. You would hear me say that a lot. Like my agents hear me say that a lot often because he passed on when I was like 21 or 22. However, he dropped so much gems on me that I actually listened and I'm actually able to witness the things that he told me come to truth. You know what I'm saying? So one thing he always said was, don't take the easy way out. That's why I'm the type of person that I am. Some people know in here that I get up pretty much between 4 and 5 o'clock every morning. Okay, that's how I start my day. Because I send out group texts, and now I get on the Rapid website, the database, and I add good morning too, just to show people that I'm dedicated. Just to inspire maybe someone to be like, wow, I want to be more like that. That's pretty much why I do that. Anything that I do is to actually help someone and to kind of give them some kind of guidance or give them something to look forward to or up to. Okay? I also learn a lot from new agents that come in. That's one of the main secrets of my success, me being a learner, not a knower. A lot of people are knowers, they're not learners. I learn. I don't know everything, I learn everything. I consistently learn. I have a quote. The learners will inherit the earth, while the learned will be beautifully equipped to live in a world that no longer exists. That's basically, the world is consistently growing with technology. You'll have many older people that's still on the rotary phones. For those of you that know what that is. There's still people that's really, I'm not getting no cell phone. You know? So they're going to get left behind as the world progresses. Because they learned already. They're stuck in their ways and they're staying right where they are. So if you don't learn and if you don't grow, you die. If whatever isn't growing is dying. That's first off. Okay? I'm just setting you up for what I'm going into. Like I said, I grew up pretty much like very extremely poor. So don't think that I had someone that was in business and I learned all of this stuff and it was given to me. I didn't know Anthony before I got on, before I came to Rapid. I had no idea who he was. He had no idea who I was. In fact, I always joke, Carlos, I say, hey, Carlos, when I first came, he's like, yeah, get on the way. Like he ain't even know me. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make you know me. You're gonna know me. Because I don't take things personally. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm gonna get y'all attention. I found out they was in the basement, so I'm gonna get their attention wise. So 4 months into it, first of all, when I first started, let me just tell you how when I first came to this class, even before this class, I walked in, I answered an ad. Let me start from there. I answered an ad on Craigslist, customer service. How many of y'all did that? Well, a lot of y'all did, okay? I answered an ad for customer service. I thought it was bullshit, right? I told my wife was working, I was laid off, and I was like, yeah, let me just log on Craigslist, whatever. So then I looked, it was packed, and it was activity going on. You see people, excuse me, man, yo, I got this deal, what's going on? Then I'm like looking like, what the fuck is going on in there? What is this? Like, I never knew this existed. Like, it was so explosive, the energy, right? So then the recruiter took me downstairs. I guess it was part of his whole thing. He took me downstairs. Alan is like this. Who knows who Alan Obando is? Everybody should know who that is. He's like, yeah, talking to people. I'm like, what the freak is this? Shit is crazy. I'm like, oh, I'm hyped. Because I like that type of stuff. So I'm hyped. So then I sit in the closing room, and then he's starting to talk to me about, about the company and everything about the company. So then he said to me, he said briefly, yeah, they thinking about franchising. I said, what? Franchising? I want one. How do I get one? That's the first thing I said, I swear to God. Right? Because me and my brother-in-law, but prior to me coming in for that interview, we were sitting in the back thinking, like, how we going to hustle up some money legally, you know what I'm saying, do this right. Listen, we're going to get a truck route, something like that. And then when I came in there, I said, fuck everything. I'm stopped. I'm not going to think about DJing. I'm doing this shit. This shit is it. Because I'm going to make my money, and then I'll get back to the music. Then I can do it for the love of it, not because I have to do it. So that was my objective. That was my plan. So we all have passions. We all have things that we want to do that's outside of this. Because I always hear, man, this ain't my first love. This ain't mine either. But it's here. How many MCs or rappers or DJs or cooks or whatever or clothes designers that can have a business running for itself once they get it to that point and they can do what they're passionate about? I know a lot of rappers, if they could have came in the game doing that, they would be more well off. They wouldn't have to sell their souls. They could do real quality music because they don't have to do it just because the record label is telling them to do it. So that was my plan from that point. So then I went to the class. I was in here on this floor, this same exact floor. Okay? What happened to that? That doesn't work? Okay. I was at the same floor. Okay? How many of you came to Express Real Estate School in here? I know most of the old timers is here. If you was here probably more than 2 years, you was in here. So I came here. I was here from 6 to I think 9. I had the evening shift. So when I came, I didn't know about training during the school. So I just did this or whatever. After the course I passed, I remember they used to check the test here. Matter of fact, JD's husband, those of you know that know JD, he was my teacher. Okay? So JD's husband sitting there, D. He's sitting there checking all of the tests. And I'm sitting there like, yo, this is all I got. I gotta pass this shit. So I'm sitting there nervous. Me, nervous. And he did like this. you passed. But if you would have got one more wrong, you would have failed. I was like, oh, shit. Thank you. I almost freaking cried. I'm not going to lie about that shit. Because this was it. It was an opportunity that I never had given to me. You know what I'm saying? I worked in corporate America. I worked in the mailroom. I was overlooked in companies because companies overlooked me because I was probably too smart or whatever, and they wanted some dummy manager in the office where they don't question anything. I was overlooked countless of times for doing all the work. And a lot of you find yourself probably was like that too in corporate America. You were the one doing everything and running everything but never getting the promotion. When I came here, I saw it was a difference. You earned your key. Like, nobody can't take anything away from you when you bring it in a massive amount of deals. You can't take that shit away. You can't even overlook that shit because that's money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like in corporate America or so-called 9 to 5, all they see is your hourly wage. That's it. They don't hold you as value because you're dispensable. Like, they could just get rid of you, get someone else. So now, once I started and I started working and everything, I didn't go to college. I graduated out of high school, thank God. I didn't go to college, right? So I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do? I know how to hustle anything. So I know I was gonna just, either sell t-shirts, go back to selling CDs, doing whatever it is to make money. But when I found this, I swear, I'm telling you, I went all out. I worked 3 hours a day. I had a baby, a newborn, when I first came here, right? I used to have the bottle in his mouth making calls at home. I wasn't watching Jerry Springer or them other shows. Excuse me. I didn't have a car at the time, so I had to take a cab to go food shopping, come back, cook dinner. My wife would come home and she'd have dinner. I was a stay-at-home father, right? Then, soon as she would come in, I would kiss her. Love you, I'm out. Right? That's what I did every day. 7 o'clock, I was at the office. From 7 to 10. They used to have to cut the lights off for me and a few other people. But I went on an average of 3 appointments a day. My first 2.5 to 3 weeks, 11 deals. And I was not trained because I was in the training sessions with Alan, but Alan didn't hold, at the time, the people that was evening shift, they didn't really show fortitude, like they was really into it. Just like now, you see somebody that say, I'm here part-time, you look at them as, yeah, part-time. You ain't going to be in this. And I can understand that because that's how I was viewed. But then I toughed it out. I said, all right, I got mad. I was like, yo, he's not going to train. He's not going to really give me the full training. I'm going to learn this shit myself. I'm going to listen, but I'm not going to sit here and write down shit. I'm going to learn. And I did what I had to do. I didn't cry. You can ask Anthony how many times I called Anthony throughout my career and complained about anything. I hardly do it. Blaming, complaining, and justifying kills your path to success. So then, what I did was 4 months in, I didn't realize it. I found out later that Anthony and Carlos was looking at me from the basement. Like, Carlos would be like, look at this guy with the, what did I have on? A freaking trench coat. Look at this guy with the wool trench coat. Look at him coming in and out. He's always in and out, bringing in deals, filling up closing rooms. That's how I was coming in. Because I was like, I'm going to do this, learn this shit, own the office, and then multiply myself. That was my goal. And that's what I did, basically. So then, from there, they called me down to the office. They said, listen, Kenyatta, we opened it up, Frank. I said, they couldn't even get it out. I swear, they couldn't. They said, Frank. I said, I want one. Yeah, okay, yeah. What's up? They said, damn, you got money saved? I said, yeah, I got money saved. What do I need? I only have $15,000 in the bank. That's all I have. Right? So then, I said to them, I don't really know that much about this shit. Right? I'm here 4 months, but I'm going to do it, but just pair me up with somebody. They paired me up with Eric Byers, which is phenomenal. This dude took 600 Franklin Avenue from zero to hero. Like I'm telling you, he had them doing 75 closed deals. I used to see him, and I trusted him like crazy because he was a real good person. And he still is, right? So we paired up. He got cold feet. He backed out. So I was like, fuck it. I already started construction, or found the spot at the time. Matter of fact, I didn't find a spot yet. He said, no, I'm out. I was like, yo, and I'm still doing this shit. I'm saving my money, right? Saving my money. What's up, Jason? Saving. That's Jason. He's the only guy in Rapid still that's for my first crew. Jason Brown. So Jason, come sit up here because I want to come up here. So basically, we kept going. I kept going, saving money. I remember a time I had a caravan, Astro van, and I remember I was parked. This is so crazy. This is the day I found my spot. No, a lot of people don't know this. I was parked, right? Anthony picked me up at the time. He had the BMW. Picked me up. We went up and down Lefferts Garden looking for a spot. Finally found the spot. Before we found the spot, somebody called me, yo, your truck, your shit is being towed. I rushed back, got my car, got it, it didn't get towed, thank God. Got it, came back, we found the spot, the rest is history. While we found the spot, we call in the landlord. While we calling him, we on out en route to his address. That's how aggressive Anthony is. He called him and he said, yeah, we see you have this spot, 1135 Washington Avenue. What up? We're looking to do a real estate store. Before the guy can even really get into anything, we in the lobby, coming up the stairs in Williamsburg. So we walk in, we say, yeah, who's the owner for 1135? And he was actually still on the phone with the guy. He hangs up, the guy comes out, like, whoa. Like, what the hell? Like, so anyway, we found the place. Once I got the place established, I started recruiting immediately. This is one of the first brothers that I recruited. I had 12 agents before. Now these are the things that I want you to take heed to, because this is where I'm getting into why I'm successful right now. My mindset, how I started. I started out, and some of you are going to relate to this because you're new owners, or going to be a new owner. Before my office was open, I had 12 licensed agents for 2 or 3 months before my office was open. You know, most people was like, yeah, you're not even getting no money from them. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to wait until I open to recruit, to get people, wait 2-3 weeks for them to get, and then start? Hell no. I had 12 licensed agents. He was one of them. I had them making calls for me. I had them doing everything I could from my understanding of how the business would be ran, because I didn't know anything about running an office. But I did that part, right? The only thing I didn't do, which I urge you guys to do right now, is to get listings in your area before you open. That's imperative. I'm telling you that right now because I did not do that until later. And that hindered me a lot in the beginning. So from there, I started, I took this brother out on an appointment with me. I had to bring it back because he was thirsty. Yo, this dude used to call me every freaking 20 minutes. Like, yo, what are you doing? Are you in the office? I'm coming now. He lived all the way in Co-op City, and he used to stay there till 11 o'clock, still come back to go to school. My first year and a half, he was open in the office at 7 a.m. and would go all the way to Co-op City, come in the next day at 7 a.m. to open up the office. So we have to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning to get there at 7. Then I gave him a place at one of my places, I gave him a spot to stay at one of my places in Brooklyn. But anyway, so then once they became licensed and they were in and the office was open, it was game time. I hired someone. I didn't know about closing too much. I didn't know too much about closing. I hired someone that isn't with the office anymore. I mean, with Rapid anymore. Aramis. Some of y'all know who that is. I hired him. He was a piece of shit, a loser, for real, because he was gaming me and, yeah, man, yeah, I'll be back. Just call me when you got a deal. I'm like, yo, I need help fucking because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, okay? Listen, y'all don't understand what I'm saying, okay? I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I promise you that shit. Don't think that I just had this God-given talent to, poof, Kenyatta just knew what the hell. No, I had freaking determination. perseverance, and thick skin. That's all I had. But I was fucking scared to death. I was paying the bills out of my pocket. I didn't know what the hell to do. Okay? So agents started, performing or whatever. Then I had this guy, Jeffrey Golden. He's no longer with us. He was the top agent probably like 2 or 3 months straight in the company. That started helping me produce and get money. Then he turned his back on me. And then what did I have to do? I already saw it coming because a lot of you guys are going to see, when you own an office and you have a top performer, a lot of times those top performers show their ass because they're the only ones producing. That's why it's important. What Lolly is doing now, listen, everybody have a certain skill set, okay? You can take everybody and enforce the rules on every agent at the same time. And some of them are going to shine more than others. However, if one is outshining everybody and you still are good, that's better than one shining and everybody else average or below average. Because that person won't show their ass to you. And if you know what you're doing, soon as he showed his ass, guess what I did? I put on my rental shoes and bought in 23 deals that month. Crushed his numbers, any numbers that he ever brought up. About 10. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do that to show him, like, I can do this. So this is a part of what I'm telling you guys to do. You have to put on your rental shoes. Listen, and those of you who are agents who are considering doing this shit, right? What you need to do is make, like I could say I did 11 deals in my first 3 weeks. What are you going to say when you open your office? Rent. I don't care, even if you're an owner and you, like, do that shit. Do it sneaky. You don't have to let them know I'm doing this shit because you may feel if I let everybody know I'm doing it and I fail, then they're going to laugh at me and then I'm going to lose my swag. Do that shit quiet. Because that's what I did with that guy. He didn't even see me coming. He just looked up and like, oh, shit. And at that point, it almost came to our head. I said, yo, you got to leave. I had to let him go. He went to Fort Greene and then exited the company. So that's the same. That's what I'm telling y'all to do. You have to rent. I remember Lala used to always say, you have to do these things. He used to consistently say this, and I was like, nah, man, I'm here to motivate the agents, man. I'm at the next stage. But that shit, listen, if y'all heard it from Lolly, y'all hearing it from me. Rent. I don't give a fuck if you are owner for a year, 2, rent. Show these agents that you're a true leader. You listen, right now, that's why I say I sent out that video with Lolly. Next month, I'm going to go fucking bananas. Just to show my agents that I can do it at any time. At any given point and moment, they're going to be able to they say, yo, Kenyatta, do this. Let me see if you got it. And I'll do that shit. Because I'm just that crazy. And that's how you got to be to gain your respect from your agents. You have to do that shit. You have to close your own deals. You may not know how to close your own deals, but you have to close your own deals because you're going to be scared to death. And let me tell you, a closer that you hire to close your deals, I don't know how y'all doing it now, but let's say you hire someone to close the deals and you don't know how to close. Guess what's going to end up happening? They're going to tell you a bunch of bullshit. They'll be able to tell you, yeah, man, I made a call, man, and you'll be like, yeah, all right, man, just try again. Me, my closer's lying, and you can ask her. She said, I made a call. Did you call him 3 times? Did you leave a message? Did you text him? Did you email them? Did you do anything, everything in your power to get in contact with them? How many phones did you use to get in contact with that person? They didn't answer. The landlord didn't answer, but how many different phone calls did you call from 3 times? 3 to 5 times. She can't tell me anything. She can't say, oh, Kenyatta, nah, what? Yeah, wait, hold on. Okay, you did all that, but did you do this? Because I've done it myself. Who better to do it but yourself? This is your business. You have to do that shit. You have to rent, you have to list. A listing agent can't tell me, oh man, yeah, I couldn't get this listing. Why not? Oh, because, yo, you know, I looked it up in the computer. Did you go to the building? You know, did you ask one of the tenants acting like you want to move in there? I can say that because I know how to get a listing. Because I've done crazy shit to get a listing. I've heard crazy stories from Sylvia and some of the older agents when I first came with the shit they used to do. They probably didn't know I was listening, but I'm sitting there like, oh shit, playing it off like I ain't listening. Like, oh, okay, that's how you do that shit. All right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you nothing new. You have to do that shit. You have to do what you have to do. You have to do everything, every aspect of this company, you have to be a master at. You're not measuring yourself like me. I don't feel proud of my numbers, even though I can say, yeah, I'm number one. Don't think I'm gloating or feel proud about my numbers, because if you measure me against Century 21, I'm not doing shit. That's how I really feel. I'm always pushing myself. I could recruit more. I should have 50 agents, licensed, out there on the grind. Oh, my office ain't big enough. Fuck it. Get 50 agents first. That's a good problem to have, not having space. That's a good problem. My place only holds 10 people. This young lady right here, Monique, those of y'all don't know, Monique, her office holds what, 5 people, 6 people, 7? 7 people. And she will freaking recruit way more than 7 people. She have shifts. So that's what you have to do. You can't just, that's like me promoting a party, right? I'm going to promote this party, man, and hold 200 people. I'm going to make 200 flyers, baby. Yo, how many people going to come to that shit? 200 flyers? You're lucky if you got 3 people. You better have 5,000, 10,000 flyers out. Because if not, it's not going to work. You're going to have an empty house. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Recruit your ass off. I did it on Craigslist. But there's many ways to recruit. You go to McDonald's, you eat something, right? You eat at McDonald's or a different restaurant. Yo, here's this flyer. Call me. Oh, let's say you're a female. You see another female behind the register. Yo, you do this. Yo, this is what I do, girl. Shit. If you not, if you a male and you feel, if you see some females that's hustling in a store all the time, you send one of your female agents and say, yo, girl, this is what, or just have a conversation. Yeah, man, I just had this $700 check. Yeah, man. Shit, I used to work at McDonald's. I remember how I used to work it. Yeah, let me get Egg McMuffin. Yeah. Do whatever you gotta do. It's not just about sitting behind the desk posting. It's about telling your agent, this brother right here at Windler, stand up for a second. Right now, Windler, right? This brother have 1, 2, and I think 2 other people that he recruited. And they're all top producers in my office. From him. Because he believes in me, thank God, that much. He may not even perform like that, but he's valuable to the office. There's many ways to promote or to recruit. Many ways. Networking events. Let me tell you, it's a difference in going to someone and saying, yeah, I'm a rap at Realty, we're good, versus having a quiet conversation. Yeah. Man, just fucking made $20,000 this month. Yeah, man, this shit is good. This shit is fucking easy. And you see somebody looking, they're like, yo, you like, oh, here's my card. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it. Yeah. And you just pass out your cards to people that's inquisitive. Eventually, your name, and when they see that, then they see you on Facebook, they see you on Craigslist, they see this and that, you're going to get recruits. Easy. And also, I'm going to tell you one thing. How many of you guys heard of The Secret, that book, right? Okay, the law of attraction. That is real. That shit is real. Meaning, you're only going to attract yourself or people that's like you. Now, if you're not doing shit, you're going to attract people that's not doing shit. That's bottom line. If you're doing a lot, you're going to attract people that's doing a lot. Don't take advice from broke people. Don't take advice from broke people. They can't give you advice. I don't give a damn. They can give you advice on how to fail. That's it. Don't take advice, especially financial advice, from broke people. That's definite. But as far as running an office, the basic outlines of running an office is recruiting, training, if y'all want to write it down or whatever, recruiting, or if y'all got the voice memo or y'all got good memories, recruiting, training, right? A good closer. So recruiting, training, a good closer, and a good listing agent. And a plan. That's it. It's no deeper than that. Because a system, you have to sit back, see your area, look at the area that you're in, and figure out the way to penetrate that shit. Sit down and map it out. Okay, I have X amount of vacancy turnovers in this area. Do your research. That's what I did. So, in that, okay, I get X amount of turnovers. I could get, let's say, 50, 60 closed deals from 20 agents. That's how you got to look at it. Right? So, how do I get these agents? I have to recruit. Now, once I recruit, what am I going to do once I recruit? Once I recruit, I'm already going to have it in place when they get trained. Thank God we have Alan with that. I hope y'all took advantage of that, because I'm definitely taking advantage of it. I'm telling you why. Because it's a difference in you sitting down telling and explaining the system to your agent while deals are coming in. Because I have that problem. Like, I can train them, but I'd rather them come in with a basic understanding of how the system is operated, how the system works. Once they understand that basic understanding, then your system that you have in your office, you slowly, transition them into that system. And then they're part of it. They'll see. It'll be like, breathing when you first come out of your mother's womb. Smack that butt. Ah! It's easy right there at that point. So that's very important. So the recruiting, even before the recruiting, you have to have a system. If you do not have a system in place, it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. If you don't have a plan and a system inside of this system, it's like, because you got to understand, and I'm being 100% honest, this is competition against other offices. Now, you're supposed to, as an office, you're supposed to train your agent to penetrate that area. Because when Lolly started, from what I hear, thank you for muting your phone. Oh, you wasn't here when I told you. I'm sorry. Nah, it's yeah, when Lolly first, the Bushwick and all of those areas, and Crown Heights and all of those areas. Because I remember when I came, I didn't know nothing about Park Slope South. Because I'm from the other side. I'm from like Crown Heights, Brownsville, you're saying all in those areas. So I didn't know anything about Park Slope at all. So all I heard was Park Slope South, Park Slope, Sunset. I was like, what the hell? I don't know nothing. I'm not going to be able to rent out here. I don't know nothing about none of this. But then I learned. You feel what I'm saying? Because this brother didn't know anything about Brooklyn at all. He was from the Bronx, and he learned. And he did what he had to do. So what I'm saying is, you should be penetrating. That's the point of having multiple offices. It's good. It's another point where an agent from Brooklyn could go to Queens from time to time. But your agent should really be focusing on that area, because it's important. That makes you powerful. Let me tell you, let me explain the whole philosophy from what I understand and the direction that Lolly is going, from my understanding. Basically, it's different offices, right? But if each office is penetrating their area, that's power. That's power, right? If every office is doing between 50 to 100 closed deals a month in that area, that's power. Because landlords will have to respect you. They will have to. Then the OPs is better. Excuse me, that's double dipping. For y'all don't know what double dipping is, you can get a first month OP and a broker fee as long as both of them know. That's beautiful. That's like commercial commissions off of a transaction, if you do it right. You can even do first month OP with 15% of the annual. I've done that off a $1,000 apartment, and we got like, I think, $4,600 commission off of a $1,000 apartment. Something like that, whatever the number. Well, how much was the number? It was like 40-something thousand, 4,600?
Probably like
35? All right, 3,500. That's still great. It's 2,500 above 1,000. That's good. So that's when they can't challenge you, because you're a force to be reckoned with. So it's very important for you. It makes it easier for you when you're penetrating your area. And it's easier on the agents because majority of agents don't have cars. So if you're sending them from Queens all the way over to Bushwick, oh well, Bushwick is close to Queens, or Queens all the way over to Crown Heights, that's a long commute, for one. It's more difficult. Maybe they don't know the area. You feel what I'm saying? Concentrate on your area. Get listings in your area. Do whatever it takes to do co-brokes. Do whatever it takes to penetrate the area. Because if you're doing a lot of co-brokes, then you'll be able to renegotiate the 50-50 split. A lot of people think there's so many ways to do this shit. Like, let's say, for instance, it's a 50-50 split. See, me, I don't care. I've had landlords, Jewish landlords, yo, hit me with offer something under the table. All right, whatever. I have them give me a bunch of listings, and we'll rent out all of them shit so fast. When they come with their hands in their pocket, I'm like, yo, we work hard for you. Nah, I'm not doing that. But guess what? They have to come back because I'm renting faster than anybody else. So if it's a 50-50 split, co-broke is better than no broke or being broke. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if you get a 50-50 split, and if you're dealing with this individual on a regular basis, it turns from 50-50 to 50-40, I mean 60-40 to 70-30 on your end. And eventually, they're going to get lazy, and you're going to meet the landlord, and then you're going to take the landlord. That's going to happen. But if you're doing this on a consistent basis, now the landlord happen to look and telling the person that they use as a broker, you heard about this person? This person is in this courier for this area. Because you all over the place. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm doing so I could get power in that area. So I could be seen on a regular basis. So landlords that fronted on me would be like, yo, Kenyatta, man. Yo, I don't know who you are. Who are you? I own 100 units. I'm like, okay. I'm treating him like he owned 1 unit. Because he's going to need me. But that's what it's about. It's about progression. I said, like, I take my little bumps, and little by little, that's what you have to do. Penetrate the area with your listings. You have to do that. Because the agents, you can't give them any excuse. If you're good with your landlord and you have good listings that's fast, that's going to go through fast, that you can get a fast approval or a fast denial, but you get an answer quick, that's the whole system in a nutshell. It's easy. Then people bring in the deals, and it's like, yes, no, why? Oh, because of this. Okay, so I ain't going to bring that next time. Boom. And then it's like, boom, close, 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 close. I used to be synonymous with $50 deposits, $100 deposits. I did that shit for a couple of months to experiment. Not only to experiment, but I wanted, listen, I'm going to tell you, a lot of things that I do is for reasons. It's not for reasons, people thought I was cooking stats. That's not why I did that shit. And I'm going to tell you, you can believe it or not. The reason I did that, because agents that are weak, they may come in with low deposits. So when you show them that shit doesn't lead to nothing, sometimes people don't understand until they witness it. So you go ahead. Okay, boom, boom. Yeah, here's another one. Okay, how many deals did you? Yo, I went through all these appointments. Oh, let's look at your deals. Oh, this one, $100. This one is $50. How the hell is somebody going to deal with you or close a deal with you when none of their money is tied up? So then I learned that, and then I had to show my agents that. Now, the agents know that shit so much, like they fought me. I was like, yo, only 1 month deposits. Oh, that's fucked up. What if they only have $500? What if they only got $300? No, don't take the deposit. The closers, don't take that shit if it's less than a month. If it's less than a month, they better bring it the next day or they lose their deposit. Let them know that shit in the room. I even in the beginning, yeah, oh yeah, did you know, yeah, how much? Oh, 500? Okay, well, you know if you don't bring the rest, you'll lose it, right? Okay, all right, I just want you to understand that. Do whatever it takes to let them know that. That will lead to fast, that's why the last 3 to 4 months, I had a high closing percentage. It skyrocketed from those little things, those little adjustments. And then the agents know that now. They like, yo, what the hell? Oh, shit. They taking money to the bank. Now, they trust you. But sometimes it takes a while to transition into that trust. Now, any agent that come in new with some bullshit like, yo, this motherfucker, he wants me to only 1 month. They'll flip on that agent. What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, get out of here. Because that's what works. You know what I'm saying? Now I build an army of support for everything that I've taught. That's what it's about. Like in training day, this is chess, not checkers. You know, I do little things and position myself. And that's what you have to do. You have to learn. You got to sit back and observe. A lot of people don't believe in being in the office. It's very important for you to be in the office and being an influence. There's plenty of times I would jump out my office if somebody's walking out the door. Yo, why they walking out? Come here. Yo, hey, come in. Have a seat. Why did they walk out? Wow. Oh, what? Oh, listen, hey, yeah, so you really didn't like it. Well, it's the only thing that's available. I don't care. Yeah. And I smack them up and they leave a deposit. You got to act like if that person is leaving out, they'll tell you, my agents will tell you, anybody that walk out that office, I'm freaking feeling that shit in my bones like, fuck. He's laughing because he knows. like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is very important. And you put all of the money in or your time, and for them to let somebody just walk out, that's on you. As a leader, you have to blame yourself for failure. You cannot blame your agents for not bringing in the deals. It's your fault. Like, if I don't get 50 closed deals, it's my fault. I'm the quarterback. So I'm saying now, yo, here's the play. They'll tell you, my agents will tell you this anytime. Here's the play. This is what we're going to do. Today, we're going to do this, that, and the third. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, blase, blah. And then we go for it. Yo, I only had three calls. All right, call all 3. Fuck, how many you call? You waiting for 20? Call 3. It's 3, that's it. Call them. You waiting for 15 to call you? Call. Yo, but they not answering. All right, let me see. Like Lolly said, let me see. Or call them now. Let me see right now. Call. You have to do that shit. I don't do it enough. I have to do it more. I'm being honest. If I did it as much as I was supposed to, I have 50 to 100 closed deals. But from time to time, I'll do it. But believe me, watch next year. I'm going to do that shit full hard body. Because it's about that. How many ads you put up? Let me see all your ads. Good. Let me see. Okay. Julia. Okay. Oh, Julia, that's it? You got paid. Why didn't you post on Craigslist $10 ads? Put away $100. If you got paid $500, put away $100. Because if you're doing 2 to 5 deals a day on Craigslist, you're going to get a lot of calls. So once you get those calls, that adds to the pot. Because somebody will go on Julia, then on, if somebody is serious, they'll go through all them damn websites before they make a call. Now they go on Julia, they see Kenyatta Nelson. They go on Vacant Apartments, they see Kenyatta Nelson. They go on Craigslist, they see Kenyatta Nelson. Yo, I had this lady, and Lamar's my witness. She came, sat down. I said, yeah, my name is Kenyatta Nelson. She said, I know who you are already. She said that shit. I was like, oh, shit, a walk-in. Because I used to post so much. When I first started as an agent, I posted 5 ads a day on Craigslist. 5 a day. every single day. I would come in because I only had 3 hours, so first thing I would do is send stuff to myself, send ads to myself, or the, what is that, the template to myself, and then I know in the next morning I'll post them. I'll just post them on Craigslist. That's what you have to have your agents do. They can't make an excuse that, oh man, no, I ain't had no, you ain't have no money. What are you talking about? You didn't have any money. You got paid. This is your business. Listen, I'm going to tell you another thing about recruiting. If you're recruiting agents, right, I'm going to tell you right now, and I say this in front of my agents, and they love me, and I love them back, okay? But they know that I'm straight up serious about what I'm doing at the office, okay? And if you don't take it seriously, they not. When an agent comes for recruiting at my office, the first thing I say is, look, if you're not here full time, and if you have other things going on, this is not the office for you. You should leave. Oh, they all try to snow you. Yeah, man. I said, listen, I'll give everybody a chance. I don't give a damn how you look, whatever. I will give you an opportunity. Because I was given an opportunity. I can't deny you. However, I am trying to become financially free. If you're not, this isn't the office for you. Yeah, man, whatever. Okay, again, and I'm telling you, this is how my interviews are. I'm going to tell you right now, look, this is what it is. If I have to call you every day and you get upset with me, we're going to bump heads. So it's going to be a problem. Nah, I'm good. Listen, there's other offices. You don't have to come to this office. There's other offices out there. Nah, I want to go to this office. You sure? Because we will bump heads if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Right? Then they'll say, yeah. Once they get that, I said, I'm laying the cards on the table. All right, I'm going to sign you up. Let's go. They signed up. The minute they don't come, hey, what's up? I call this young lady 5 in the morning, repeatedly. I said, yo, give me your address. When we cool, give me your address, your apartment number. You don't mind me coming over? Yeah, I don't mind. If they say that, that's it. It's over. I learned that from Lolly. I've never done that yet, but I will eventually. That's next year. I'm going to be ringing bells. I'm going to find out the girlfriend's house. I'm going to just be talking. They're going to be just telling me everything. I'm going to find out everything. I'm going to be all over the place. You said that you was going to be here at this time. What's up? When people see that, because, listen, I had an argument with one of my agents, right? He said, listen, you said we had this established. You was going to come in this time. This dude said, I'm not going to blow it up who it is, but I have back problems. I said, I'm giving you my chair. I went as far as that. He had a good chair and everything. He's still, I got to go. What do you mean? I got to go do something. Listen, no, we had a big argument. I said, listen, you got to go to another office. Go to another company, I said. You got to go to another company. If you're not going to abide by what's going on here, you got to go to another company. Because I sacrifice seeing my children, and I'm not the type of father. A lot of people know from in Park Slope South days that I used to bring my son 6 months on a harness with me to the office. 4 to 6 months, I had him with me. He's on my BJ's card. You'll see the strap. Okay, that's fucking real talk. I had him everywhere with me. Okay? So, if I'm going to sacrifice that shit, and you're going to waste my damn time, I don't need you around me. That's how it is. And if you don't have that type of, fortitude and like, yo, listen, and have that an emphatic vision, like this is what it is, this is what it's going to be, they're going to run all over you, and you're not going to have a structure in your office, and your office is not going to produce. Bottom line. If I have to, I will roll up my sleeves and ring. And say, yo, everybody go home. If everybody is fronting, go home. I will rent myself. They come back, 1 month, not this group, but I think a group or so before, they came back, the freaking listings was gone. Most of the listings in the area was gone. The ones that they was thinking about renting. Like, fuck, man. Yo, I'm not playing no games. Either you're going to do it or I'll do it. I always tell my agents, and I'm not saying this to beat up my agents because I love them, because they are helping me. But what I'm saying is to say that you cannot play games. If they know that you're not playing games, they're not going to play games. That's like a child. They're only going to do what they're allowed to do, or they see that you're going to do. Like, how am I going to tell my son, yo, don't be smoking no fucking cigarettes. That shit is bad. Oh, smoking weed. Yo, leave this shit alone, son. Don't fuck with this. How am I going to do that in front of him and expect him not to do that shit? So how am I going to come in the office at 11, 12 o'clock every day? Yeah, what's up, y'all? See y'all. And they see me in pictures hanging out and shit. How are they going to perform from that? What example are you setting for them? You have to set an example for your agents, or it's not going to work. These are the things that make my office successful. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's the recruiting, the training, the listing. You got to go out and do whatever you got to do and get as many listings as possible. And closing. Closing is simple. Let me tell y'all want me to train y'all on closing? Easy. Deal comes in. Hello? Got a deal. Yeah. Can you come in right now? No, you can't. Listen, I have somebody right now. Come in right now. Even if they can't. I'm in Miami. Catch a flight. They'll laugh. Yo, okay, do you have a fax machine near you? Because I'm going to try to get the paperwork, but they're ready right now. They have options. What are you going to do? You do whatever it takes to get them in your damn office there, now, right now. That's closing. Because all closing is, if you look at it in your mind, the meeting of the minds. Y'all read that in your books. Getting this tenant and client together as quickly as possible. That's it. Now, sometimes it's a little tricky. It's not all that simple. The people got fucked up credit, fucked up income, or nothing. So now you definitely have to meet the landlord. That's how you get deals closed without paperwork. By meeting the landlord. I'm telling y'all, listen, meet the landlord right away. If they have shitty stuff, and then you tell them, go home, get dressed, come back. If you got to. Go home, get dressed up, put on a suit, act like you're going on an interview. Why I gotta do all that for a damn apartment? Because your fucking credit is shot. That's why. Fuck, I'm trying to help you. That's why. Yo, you said you built up that rapport with them and you tell them, yo, because your shit is fucked up. Like, what are you saying? You expect me to perform miracles? I'm telling you how this landlord is. Your appearance is everything. You come there and wowing. Or, that's it. I don't like this apartment. Your credit is bad. I don't like, but you got an eviction. I don't like this, but you got an eviction. I don't like this apartment, but you got an eviction. Come on, let's go. What bank you bank with? Chase, come on, let's go. That's it. That's an appointment. That's how you got to train your agents. They don't have a choice. You give them what you got based on what their circumstances are. That's it. It's as simple as that. But you won't know that unless you experience yourself. You have to keep going. You have to go out on appointments and see this. Kenyatta, man, I was at this fucking apartment. They didn't even take this shit. The credit is fucked up. I can't take them anyway. This is what you do. All right? You trick them, tell them to come back to the office, take them to the same apartment. This is what you say. And that's what you do. I would do that shit over and over again. I would take them to that damn apartment, and I will freaking wear their ass out. They would be in that office, in that apartment for half an hour. The only way they're gonna leave if we're going to the bank, if that's the only thing I have for them, and I know they're not gonna get approved anywhere else, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. They would have to be like, leave me the fuck alone. They would have to get irate before I let them out my grass. And that's how. But once your agents see that you're like that, they're gonna be happy to bring it. Yo, if you're an agent and you freaking are starving, you inexperienced, you don't really know anything, and you come to the office with a deal, that's shaky, that's a little rocky, and your broker tells you, I'm fucked up deals. You keep bringing these fucked up deals in. That's all you're doing is bringing in fucked up deals. How are they going to bring in a deal? They scared that they learning, yo. You know, they know. So, but if they see you bring in a deal, and you like, yo, yeah, all right, oh man, you crazy. But don't worry, come on, we're going to make it work. Whether it works or not, they like, yo, he's working that shit. And then later I'll be like, yo, your deals is fucked up. But they know that I'm going to work that shit first. Why would you, you're new, you don't know anything, you don't know what the hell you're doing, right? And you're bringing in deals based off of your experience, the little experience you got, okay? And you're going to shoot that agent down. A lot of them don't have thick skin. A lot of them have thick skin, but they like, yo, this motherfucker ain't going to do nothing for me. What is he doing? What is she doing? They not here. They out. They chilling. I'm going to chill too. If your parents smoke weed with you, you're going to be a pothead. If you party with your agents and you don't work hard with your agents, they're going to party. That's the bottom line. If every night I'm going out on a party with my son when he gets older, that's all he's going to do. He ain't going to think about anything else. He's not exposed to anything else. Listen, excuse me, these people come to you, and I touched this on this. How many of y'all heard my interview with Lala? Be honest. Okay, all right. Now, one thing I touched on is what Lolly was saying, that this shit is so deep, and I didn't really fully analyze this until I interviewed. These agents, a lot of times, are coming to you because they don't have anything else, right? They're looking at you as a mentor, whether you're female or male. They're looking up to you, right? So what are you going to do with that? Once they come in your office, you're responsible for their soul. You got to look at it like that. That's how serious I take this shit. You have to take it that serious. Not only for money, for their progression. Because if they progress, the law of attraction, you're going to be good. Because you're doing something to help someone else. And you're going all out to help someone else. That's why I get so passionate and angry if my agents don't come in or do something. And they know it's warranted. Because this motherfucker is here for me. So how dare I? That's why they stick around. That's the God honest truth. They come into you because they don't have any mentors at home. They grew up. I didn't have too much. Thank God I have positive males in my life. I did. Right? But I didn't have nobody that had businesses or money. You know what I'm saying? I had my uncles, a lot of them were married, thank God. You feel what I'm saying? My grandfather and grandmother was married for years. My mother and father broke up, so I vowed to try to stay with my wife forever. So that's one thing that I got out of that. But these people, a lot of these people that come to you, they don't have a good home. And that's almost like a game. Right? They like, yo, you know what? Fuck this street shit. So I'm telling you, this is what they're saying. And they come in and they're trying. They're trying. And then you don't have nothing to show them. You're not calling them off. They'd rather you call them. Yo, y'all heard the story with Biggie and Puffy? Puffy was like, yo, Big, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get in now. You about to blow up. And wait to get him. You got to do that with your agents. And don't think because a person looks all beautiful and they walk in with their three-piece suit, yeah, they're going to make me some money. 9 times out of 10, that shit ain't happening. A lot of times it's not happening. That person that's fucking starving, that don't really have nothing, and you would turn them away, that's that person that could have made you freaking like $1,000 a week just from that one agent. Because they're coming to you for help, and you smack them down by not doing your part. Everybody has to play their part. The leader in a team, a coach has to play their part, right? Whoever's the head of the team have to play their part. Right? In basketball, the power forward have to play their part. Right? The center, everybody has to, at the same time, do their part. So they're there trying to figure out what the fuck to do when they don't have a coach. You could put Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and whoever else, because I'm not too good at basketball, whoever's the top players now, all together on the team, and they can still fuck up with a bad coach. Because they all doing their own thing. Yo, son, I'm nice, son. And they like, yo, I'm telling you, they will fucking fail. So you guys all have star players in your office. All right, y'all, that concludes it. Thank you for coming out. I'm just yeah, that's it right there. You know, it's like a coach. A coach is there for you, right? A coach is gonna like be there and say, yo, listen, all right, yo, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the building at this time, okay? He has an appointment. Then you're gonna go and act like you have a client coming. And you talk on the phone right there, but you're talking to him. That's sometimes the plays I'll play to bring a deal in. But if you're not there as a coach, how you gonna make that happen? When your agents see that shit, they like, yo, this motherfucker is oh shit. We gonna get money today, baby. Everybody eat. I try to make sure everybody eat, whether they brought in the deal or not. But I want everybody to try their hardest to bring in the deal. But that's a leader. You know? And I'm going to open the floor to questions, and then we, you know, anybody have any questions? Y'all should have some questions. Fears? Anybody scared to death? Anybody don't know what the hell is going on? Okay, the brother in the back.
If you could sum up from the beginning of the deal to closing in 5 steps.
Okay, well, I don't know about 5 steps, but I'll sum it up like this. Okay? First of all, the deal starts with the ad. Okay? The deal doesn't start when it comes in the office. That's a misconception. In my book, the deal starts from the ad you post. You post the ad, people call you, the screening is impeccable. Once they screen the person, they go to the office, they give the subtle pressure. Wow, you like the 15th person to call or whatever. There's so many different subtle pressures. Then when they get into the apartment, they see the apartment, they go get the money from the bank. Your agents have to be trained to take matter of fact, we did a month, it's gonna start, I'm progressing little by little. Like I said, I started with the low deposits to see what happened. Now the 1 month, now I'm gonna start pushing them eventually to get every bit of money that it takes to close the deal. Okay, so that's my next step. So now you get them to get as much money as possible out. Okay, with the minimum of 1 month. I don't have 1 month, I can't, oh my God. Fuck, I can't get this apartment because I only can get 500. It's like, let me call my broker. You don't just say, okay, all right, 500 is good. Because then you just lied. You didn't press them for 1 month and then you made it that easy. Then you call your broker, or if your broker isn't answering, you act like you're making a call. Just put your phone on mute so it won't ring and shit. So you know, hey, what's up? Yeah, I have this client. Listen, yeah, I know this. I always go through this with you. I'm out at night. See, they think they're fighting. You fighting for them. I'm out at night. The ATM is the only thing that's open right now. No, her bank doesn't do $1,000. It's only $500. Come on. Hold on. Yo, I'm taking a lot of heat for this. Hello? Yes. All right. You hang up. Okay, take the phone. Got it. Don't make me look bad. This shit, I have to do this. Then you bring in the deal. Once the deal comes in, you did your part. Because you you or your agent has to do their part to start it up. Okay, that's like the warm-up of the car. Start up the car and it warms up. Then they already prepared them with the paperwork that they need for the specific apartment that they know that they're going to take them to, and they're going to try their damnedest to land them on. Then they bring it into the closer. Here's a full month. Here's the situation. This, that, and the third. Try to make it work. Okay. Then from there, they immediately call the landlord or email the management company that we have a deal. Immediately. Then from there, if it's a private landlord, get the landlord in. Once the landlord is in, the landlord meets and talks to them. If they have all of the money, that's good. Because if it's before 6 o'clock and they can get all of the money for the bank, when they meet for the meet and greet, have them bring all of the money it takes to close the deal. You tell the landlord, listen, what do you need the checks made out to? Excuse me. Who do you need the checks made out to? Oh, such and such. No, what? You don't want to say it. No, I just want to have them have it just in case. If they insist on not giving you that information, tell them he only wants cash. Right? That's what you do. Right? So now, once they come with all of the money, all the checks, they get there, it's very difficult for someone to look at somebody in their eyes and tell them no. And you want to have the leases and the keys there. Because some landlords are cowards. They'll say yeah and then leave. And then they call you, oh, I can't do it. My cousin is moving in. So when you that strong, you got to make sure it's strong to the end. Okay, I have the keys already, Mr. Jackson. All right, here's the leases. Like I said, oh, you just talk. Tell me if everything's good. That person's on their ass. They like, well, this person doesn't have this paperwork and tomorrow. Listen, they don't have it. Matter of fact, do you have an email? Come on, let's go. I'm not letting this motherfucker out that office. Do you have an email? I'm going to get an email to you right now. I'm going to get it right now. Come on, let's email. Right? Whatever it takes, we're going to get. Then the deal signs and close. Or no. Some landlords will be like, no, I'm not going to take them. Your shit is messed up or whatever. Some landlords are sharp like that. But 9 times out of 10, the deal will close if it's a meeting. Majority of the times, if you have all the ducks in a row. Sometimes it'll close without paperwork. If you see an attractive girl that's moving in an apartment building and you know it's a certain landlord that freaking is a pervert, that's when you would take your client to. That's what I'm saying. It starts from the ad that you post, from when you see them. You might be taking them one place, be like, oh shit, she got fucked up credit, she said. She got evicted. Okay, I can't show paperwork. I'm going to take them here. Then you take them to the place where the guy's a pervert, if it's there, that's knowing your inventory. They get in that room, he sees it, he's like, oh shit. Trying to play cool. Yeah, so do you like the place? You saw it? Okay. And she's sitting there, you already told her, like, yo, this dude, when he comes in, he's gonna freaking fall all over you. You're gonna try to get it like that. And then whatever she does that, but like, this is hey, snap out of it. I got the leases, okay? Yeah, leases. All right, and you get them leases or whatever. I've even told landlords, yo, this girl looks so damn good, you're gonna want to collect the rent yourself. I'm telling you. Really? Even people in management companies, I'll say that to them. You're gonna want to collect the rent. You're not gonna send the soup. You're not gonna send rent. Check envelopes or nothing, you're going to come yourself. And then they start, oh my God. Then they see them, they're like, oh, prove. So that's it. Did that help you out? Your question? Anybody else have any questions? Go ahead.
I just wanted to know, you said that some of the steps when you start in an office, you have to have your listings and and everything lined up. How do you, I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly, but
Yeah, go. I'll do it exactly.
How do you acquire so many listings, and how do you actually start the process from the beginning?
Yo, listen, you got a gorilla. It's so many ways.
My question is in terms of like managing your staff, right? To me, it's hard to sort of like let go and trust people with things. And I was just talking to this about Julie and Jeffrey earlier. They were in the office in Dumbo, and we were kind of going over some things. And I coming from obviously more experience, right? How do you let go of certain things? Like, obviously you trusted now Lana to do your closings, and I know it was Sylvester for a while.
Well, Sylvester is still doing it. He's just on vacation.
Okay, so we both of you guys. Okay, cool. So like, in terms of that, like, picking the right people, right?
All right.
And helping to manage, like, as a group, your office, like, picking certain people to do certain things. Because I think that's part of, like, my struggle, because I don't feel confident in everyone doing certain things, you know?
Okay.
And obviously the people that I have, they leave. So I'm like, why did I just spend all this time with this person if they're gonna leave me? So I only do it to people that have maybe been with me for more than 6 months.
I love Mo. Let me tell you why I love Mo. Because for one, Mo is like, she's very humble, right? Not only that, She started around the same time I did. I don't know if I started before. I don't know.
Before, you started before.
Right, I started
you were like
before.
a couple weeks before.
Right. I remember I saw her discouraged one day, and I was like, Mo, what are you doing? You got skills. You fucking strong. Stop fucking playing. I don't know if she remembered that. It was somewhere on one of these properties. But I was like, I like her style. She's so fucking aggressive. Right? But anyway, let me answer your question. The thing is this. You gotta hold people accountable for what they say. That's it. Like, what I do is ask you, are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? Can you do this? Yes. Because you see, okay, you see certain skills in certain people. Like, you know that this person, yo, if they was a fucking closer, they'd kill it. I can tell by the way they talk on the phone. And I immediately say, listen, what are you doing right now? Would you like to close? But there has to be a system, right? If you're recruiting on a regular, even when people leave, it won't bother you that much. Like, you can't have, I'm getting to your question, you can't have one part of the equation and focus hard on that and leave out the other parts. Because if you have a listing agent that's only listing, and they on that shit with listing, and you don't have people bringing in deals, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna slack on listing. Same thing for a closer. If they're not bringing in deals, guess what's gonna happen? Your closer can't get paid. And if you have the system in place where everything is easy, that's how it is in the office. And they'll tell you, it's like an assembly line. They bring it in, close, bring it in, denied, flip. Bring it in, close. That's how it has to be. So now to answer your question, if they see that you have a system in place, for one, they're not going to want to leave because they know that they're going to make money there. So that has to be implemented in the beginning. If they see one thing, my agents never see me stress about it not working. They'll see me upset when they don't perform. They don't see me, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't think I give off the energy of, this ain't gonna work. This ain't working. I'm fucking tired of this shit ain't working. You know? They don't never get that. Because if you give that energy off, you already failed. And they looking at that. So if you have everything in order, like start over from the beginning, have the system in place, like I said, because I know you rebuilding.
Yeah,
right.
I fired a lot of people
Right.
for that reason, because I'm not a lazy person, so I'm not gonna accept somebody sitting in my office
But
that's lazy.
some people
you know?
though, Mo, how I see it now, just because I was like a fucking tyrant. Like, I'm known for that shit. You're fired, go, leave, go to another office. I don't care, right? Like, I ain't care, right? But now I'm more wise, like, nah, because some people, look, I want you to understand something. People are coming from a 9-to-5 mentality. Everything in this whole system is geared towards you being a 9-to-5. So you're going against the grain. When you have somebody that comes out of that mindset, all they doing is watching TV, they're this and that, and they seeing this, and they brainwashed consistently, right? And then they come in and you expect them to perform. Sometimes it takes work. It takes you being smart and being cunning and tricking them sometimes. I'm sorry to say, but whatever works, works. But they'll be upset. They'll be happy going to the bank, though.
Yeah, right.
They'll be happy going to the bank. You know, sometimes you have to trick, you got to do little things, you got to play psychological games. They know, they all say that.
This is what
He's laughing because you know, especially, yo, they don't have it as bad as Jason. When Jason, yo, I freak, what? They used to be, yo, God, what happened?
I agree with that 100%, but I don't have time to trick people because I'm a franchisee. I have overhead, I have bills,
No, you don't
my
have,
own personal
you
bills.
have to make
So
time.
I'm like, I'm not trying to be nobody's mother. You came here for a purpose, and I made it very clear in the interview. Don't waste my time because your time, my time is money.
Just imagine when Lolly started, because from what I hear, because I wasn't there, I wasn't blessed to have him there. Just imagine if he took that type of mentality. He wouldn't be where he is. If you notice that he took people that weren't going to work and said, where's your deals? Where's that? It's going to take that. Look, a business, right, no matter what, it's going to take a while. sometimes years before you can say you're a business owner. A business owner is you can leave your business and it still performs either on the same way or better without you there or not. So a lot of times I know how it feels, believe me. In my mind, I'm not a business owner yet. Even though I could be a top producer in office, but I'm not a business owner. I'm not a business owner until I could leave. I've experimented, went on vacation, didn't get that many calls, and still closed 30-something deals. That last in November. I wasn't in the office for Thanksgiving for like a week or so, almost 2 weeks. And they still perform. So, but I will not dare to not be there for like 2 months at a time. So, I have in my mind that it's going to take me 5-10 years before I be a business owner. So, if I have that in my mind, I'm prepared to do what's difficult, no matter what. I will babysit. I have sons, so it's hard for me. Sometimes I come home drained, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? But this is for them. So I'm like, maybe another year. Maybe it didn't happen this year, but maybe another year. And it's sad to say, but I have to provide for them. I want them to have what's great. I want them to have way better than I had. And my goal is at 45 to be financially free with a certain lifestyle. I want to be able to have a lifestyle of $50,000 a month coming in, plus the amount for $50,000 until I die, and I plan to live to 100. Save. Okay? So that's my goal, by 45 to do that. So I have nothing but time. I have 5, I'm going to be 40, believe it or not, y'all. No, I'm just joking. Right? I have 5 more years to accomplish, 5 short years to accomplish it. So I have those 5 years I set forth, and I'm going to fucking do that shit, by all means. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
It does? I'm sorry, 1 second. You have to, if you're willing to do what's hard, life is easy. If you're willing to do what's easy, life is hard. You have to. It's imperative. You have to be there. You have to be a mother. No, not only just being there. What I mean is, you have to be a mother. You have to be a mother to the agents. You have to. I've
learned that now, but to me, as a franchisee, because my time is valuable, and if you're not producing, I gotta produce. And I know I'm gonna produce better than you anyway, but the point is like,
well,
if you wanna be here, you gotta be like that.
You know what I would do?
If you want me to mother you, you gotta want me to be your mother. You understand?
But they gotta understand, if they don't come in, they lose money. But they don't really fully understand that, because if they did, they would come in. They will have to, and sometimes you have to force their hand. But once they're making the money, it's like a drill sergeant, right? You know, in the army, they're doing the exercise or whatever for like months before they even do anything. Because what is that doing? Conditioning them to wake up without an alarm clock. Because now, like after like 2 or 3 months of being screamed at at 5 in the morning, they conditioned to get up at 4 now. Like, they can't, no matter what time they go to bed, they're getting up. So it has to be drilled in them one at a time. Then that agent, once you put that time into that one agent may leave you in 6 months. Fuck it. But you're gonna get something out of them. And you're gonna say, yo, look at this guy. He's fucking killing that shit. They're gonna want your attention, and they're gonna want you to say that about them. And then it fucking multiplies. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna kind of like ask about what most of it. You had said most of it. You got rid of your entire office a couple of times.
3 times I got rid of my office.
So now like it seems a little bit different. Now you're saying that they should be babied. So like what? Because I mean,
Go ahead, talk.
I don't know. I feel like I put in all the work, and I support the office pretty much, like what we do. My partner and I, what we do, we support the office. None of my agents.
Your office is doing pretty all right, man.
But that's only thanks to me. That's only thanks to Ari and I, because our agents they don't do anything, and I don't know, like I don't know which way to go. Do I go?
Here's the thing. You have agents. You have a foundation. It's gonna be. I don't care what kind of situation you win. There's gonna be some people that's gonna work and some people that aren't. People that's going to work, they give them opportunities and let them keep progressing. The people that ain't, you show them how you're giving them that. And then little by little, you might get a little bit of people when you get them to drop off. And if you're hard on them and they fall off, you don't want them around you anyway. But if you hard on them and they actually start progressing, then you add that to the 4. Now you got 4 agents. First you start off with 1, right? It might be a couple of batches before you get 2. Now you got 2. But if somebody sees that you are consistently making this person money, they're gonna want to make money. Right now, Kobe, damn, that makes almost between 1,000 to 2,000 a week, consistently. Tony is his protege in a sense because they came in together. He's making, as a new agent, almost a month and a half now, between 500 to 1,000 a week, consistently. So now he sees that. Now when somebody new comes in, it wasn't always like that. But I had to understand that it's going to be some people that's going to work and some people that aren't. And
I just don't get like not wanting to make money. I don't get like
it's
getting a
not
big check
that.
and then not getting anything for 2 months.
It's not that. You know what it is? I'm going to tell you right now. If you, like I said again, you take a person that's from a 9-to-5 mentality, they don't know, their mind is not geared.
It's like a detox.
Right. Their mind is
detox.
not geared to be a self-starter. It's very extremely rare to have those. Like you're blessed to have those after 5 years of self-starter if you have that. And it's fine. You just have to have in your mind that it's okay. But what I'm gonna do is groom you. Listen, as long as they respect you enough to want to be groomed, I can deal with them. That's it. If they don't want to be conditioned and groomed, because my agents know that I care about them no matter what. So I'm doing it because I care. They know that shit. And they know I'm not going to play games with my time. So at the same time, if you don't want it, get out. Right? But I fired people, but it was immature. Like, I should not have done a lot of the things I've done. I would have been, that's why I'm trying to save y'all. Like, don't listen to my old stories and do that shit. Because I made mistakes to get here. I want you to make the shortcuts. Don't fire your agents. One thing that I noticed about Lolly, and somebody brought that, I forgot who brought that up, he rarely fired agents. Agents either fell off, or if they did something dirty, he would fire them. Right? But if you you'll have an agent for years, and they might just get a boost and need some money, but if you consistently recruiting, you'll have 10 of those that'll come once every 2 months and come and perform. Right? By not firing them. Some people are going to fall off. They're going to fall off, whatever. And you're going to have a core that's there, and then you're going to have the people that fall off, but they always come back.
So that to me sort of affects the chemistry of the office, though.
No, it depends. If you always have a core foundation, it's never going to affect it because you're consistently recruiting. So you have that core, right? And some of them are going to drop off, and as they drop off, more people are automatically coming in to keep that core going. So they're going to come back a little after and then bring in some deals and see that, oh shit, these motherfuckers ain't making money. Then they might start again, and then you use that as an example. Look, this motherfucker coming in now, you broke, right? You need money. All right, so you need some money? These motherfuckers they killing you. I even did something in my office where the veterans was versus the new agents, and the new agents won. You know why? Because they're hungry. So that was like a double entendre, triple entendre, because you know what that did? That made them understand that new agents work harder than old agents, and they don't want to be played now. They'd be damned if somebody new come into their house and outperform them now. And that keeps that new energy going. So that was a reason. Competition in your office is freaking imperative. You have to have competition. You have to say, me, I got you. You have to say, me versus 2 of y'all. What? $500 each. And y'all correct me if I do that shit often. Nobody wants to go over this week, but I would do it, right? Or I would say, okay, you and against this person. What? Or I would say it's subtle. I wouldn't even do it that. I'll be like, and they know all my tricks, but they still fall for it. Right? I'll come in and be like, yo, shit, Tony, you did your fucking thing, son. I go in the office, like, yo, damn, that's another check. Yeah. And then they be like, yeah, the only reason he had a check is because of this. But you didn't get a check. Oh, okay. So Tony, and I start talking to him, and then the other agent is talking shit. I be like, yeah, you talking shit, but I guarantee you won't put $500 up. Just leave that alone, son. Just leave it alone. And then they get upset, and then they start going, and then Mike the fucking instigate. Start racing on the board. And I say, matter of fact, fuck that. Tony, you, and John Paul, you go up against these two. What? And by that time, everybody going crazy. And they going crazy in the office, and then it's a wrap. It's over from there. They gotta feel, listen, when I'm tossing and turning at night to get up to go to the office. I love to instigate shit. So they know it. I instigate shit all day.
I can tell by the dashboard.
Right. But believe it or not, I like to be by myself. I really don't like to be around people. I like to be in my own thoughts. But I have to do that shit. I do it good. Like I have a personality.
My question was, what's your perspective on part-timers? How do you manage those, or what's your...
First of all, I'll tell an agent when they come in, if you're a part-timer, this ain't the place for you. There's too many people out there that's looking for full-time jobs. Way more than that. Because you know what those people are like? They're like this. That's me. That's not everybody. This is me. Okay? Because if you're there, like, okay, it depends too. Because sometimes a person like me, I couldn't do it, It depends on the circumstance. But if they're working and they just want a quick buck, and they like say this, yo, I just want some freedom, I want a place so I can come. No, you're not going to use me when you need it and leave. That's not happening. Either you're going to come and try, some people don't have money, and they say, listen, I need this whatever job to come through, to make up enough money. Sometimes that's excuses, but I'll let that rock. But I'm like, yo, your main objective is to come in early, right? I'm going to show you ways to make money. So now, you part-timers right now, but your end result is going to come early, right? Yeah, all right, listen, I'm going to hold you to it. I hold people to their word. If they say it, you hold them to it. And once people know that you're doing that, they'll be careful what they say. Because you got to hold them to what they say. Like, listen, you a man, you an adult. You say something, you got to live up with it. If I say, me, Kenyatta, know something, make sure this office is open, right? They'll call me out if that shit ain't open. They'll take a picture of the gate and put it on Google. And I'm good with that. Like, I'm not going to come in with an attitude because I fucked up. I'll be like, y'all motherfuckers, oh yeah, you happy now. Other days you ain't there. I'm fucking in an empty ass office. I talk shit, but I can't get upset with them. I want them to do that shit. Look, I'm a lion amongst wolves. I want these motherfuckers to be on my heel. You know why? That's going to keep me going. So if you don't have if you're not training a bunch of wolves, animals, like, you want that because that's going to force you to work. A lot of people don't want that because they don't want that type of fucking pressure on their back. So what they do is they just go halfway with the shit because I know all these fucking deals are going to come in. I'm going to have to close them. Believe me, I'm telling you, people think like that shit. If I have 20 agents or 50 agents, I'm going to have to manage all this. That's how they think it in their mind. But that's a good problem to have, you having 20 to 50 agents. That's excellent. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be afraid of the work. Any other questions?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Here's my question, like advice, right? I'm a new franchisee, right? Red Hook, right? So I just paid cash money, office messed up, but at the same time, I gotta pay my rent, I gotta pay office rent, I gotta pay my mama mortgage, I got a baby, I got all types of shit. So how could I like recruiting? People don't show up, they don't show up for an interview, they take their test 5 times, don't pass. But I can't say honestly that I really care. Like, oh man, this person, because like more recruited me. I came vanilla, so I came like, you know, interview like sweatpants, looking real raggedy. Mo never hit me up. Oh, you in the class? You into this? You into that? She never. Yeah. So I can't.
She never had to. Right.
You know.
Right.
And so I'm saying like, you know what I mean?
Now,
Like,
so let me answer. You finished with the question?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. It's like this. I take everything as a challenge. I like that shit. Okay, I'm on round one. Some a part of that me firing people was the fact that I just wanted to say something else.
hold on, but I like to challenge myself too, but I can't challenge when like, not to say I can't, but it's tough to challenge when it's like, hold on, I gotta pay my mother mortgage real quick on my rent, and my baby need like, you know,
I got you
like,
100%.
you know? So it's
But
not
I'm
like
just saying,
it's not like
I have to fool myself for the task at hand. So what I do is I put that on not as pressure as, oh, you motherfuckers wanna fuck with me? I do that to get myself hyped and riled up for the task at hand. So now, first step, what I would do before recruiting, I would bring in deals. A lot of deals. I would beast. I wouldn't even think about recruiting right now. I would think about keeping myself grounded, making enough. If I say, I would sit back, calculate how much it costs to maintain, and I would fucking make that amount of money for at least 2 months in 1 month, 2 or 3 months in 1 month. Now, once I'm doing that consistently, right, I'm good now, the bills are gonna be paid. Now, I'm gonna start recruiting little by little, or I could do it while I'm doing that. Write out a plan. This is very important, writing out a plan. Write out a plan. I have to recruit at this time. Make it easy on yourself. I'm gonna have a lot of appointments, so this is what I do myself. I have an appointment at 11 a.m. and appointments at 1 p.m. That way, I won't go on an appointment for an apartment at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. because I know my recruits are going to come in at that time. So I will post. I have somebody calling these people so they can come in the office at that time, right? Maybe your mother can do that. You have a Google Voice number, have it sent to your mom's, and then have her making the calls and schedule it at 11 a.m. and one at 1 p.m. Then you can go and do it. Like if somebody wants to see an apartment at 1, you can't show them an apartment at 1. Okay? That way, then you can give it to somebody that you could trust and say, listen, let's split this 50-50 because I'm trying to get on. Right? Then they do that, you still bring that deal back. And you still got money. And then, from there, you're going to start seeing, you get one agent. Now, that one agent is going to rock with you because there's only one agent. You don't have 2 agents. So that one agent that actually passed everything, they're going to rock with you now. Now they're going to go out on appointments with you while you're maintaining your bills and stuff. Now you have them learning, and they're going to bring in a deal. Now you got help. Then you have them recruit for you. Then you keep doing it little by little. You do baby steps, and then you will get a big step. You be able to walk. You crawl, step, walk, run. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You just have to sit back. Anybody, because I'm an excellent problem solver. Right? If you have a problem, I could probably solve it. Because it's like, you just got to sit back, write it out like a formula, and then solve it. Okay, this is the problem. Yo, Anthony used to freaking smack me up. Like, yo, he used to come in the office and be like, yeah, y'all doing your thing for training, and then they'll leave and be like, yeah, but Bushwick is kicking your ass with closed deals. They'll walk out. And I'll be like, oh, this one. All right. Oh, closed deals. I thought it was deposits. Oh, closed deals. All right, this is what we're going to do. I sit down and formulate and come in the next day with a solution. That's how I stayed on top. Because that's why I love it when people hate on me or say, yeah, but you brought in forfeits. That gets me angry, and that makes me bring in 4 months. If it's a forfeit, it'll be a 4 month next time. Then they'll say, ha, you don't do 50% of the annual. I like when they do that shit. They get me angry, then now I get 15% of the annual. So I just keep going and progressing, but I use all of that hate. Y'all motherfucker office ain't never do no damn commercial deals. Once somebody starts saying that shit, I bet you my next month I have like 10 commercial deals closed. Y'all ain't even do no sales. I'll have sales. I want to be number one in anything. If you challenge me on it, I'm freaking extremely competitive. You see, I got a big stomach, right? But I guarantee you, any one of them, I'll race their ass in a heartbeat if they want to race their ass. And I would be like Muhammad Ali. I'll get in their mind and fuck with them, and run, and I'm gonna fucking win that race. They know that shit. They think if I challenge them in a race, they know they could beat me. But they go, he got some trick. He's been worded that shit. They can win. But that's how you just gotta be competitive. Does that answer your question a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. You gotta just little by little. It all revolves around you because the universe is gonna open it up. I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. A lot of y'all don't know this. I almost lost all my houses. Well, 2 of them actually, out of 3. And I'm coming in the office and nobody knew that. I'm coming in, chilling like, yeah. I knew I had to do what I had to do to get it back up. Because the banks did some trickery shit to foreclose on me, and I fucking crushed all of them. I almost got my joints free and clear right now. You know why? Because I did not let that shit fold me. I said, okay, foreclose, all my haters is gonna laugh at me. They gonna be like, that's all you talk about is your fucking houses, now you don't got them since, bitch. I was just letting that shit in my head. So I said, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make enough to pay that shit back in a month. And I came in on that shit like that. Yo, I gotta do this, I gotta recruit, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Guess what? Universe opened that shit up to me, went to court. The motherfucking lawyers didn't even show up. I swear to everything I love. Lawyers didn't even show up for the foreclosure. And then the courts dismissed it. They can't even collect money from me right now. They can't even do nothing. It's almost at a point where it's free and clear. But that's because I put that energy out there. If I would have folded and be like, oh, fuck. This is when my kids are. I was fucking emotional. I was fucked up. And nobody knew that shit. Nobody. Because I don't complain, I make it happen. Any other questions? Nothing else? I wanted Jason to come for a reason. Jason, sit down for a second, brother. This brother, I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to help him get back motivated into the swing of things with his office with Bronxwood. I wanted to inspire him. That's why he came here. This brother really, I'm telling you right now, Jason is one of the reasons that gave me a foundation. And I love him for that shit. This is like my brother. I'm telling you right now, because this brother used to come from the Bronx, okay? From freaking Co-op City. That shit is almost in Mount Vernon. And he used to get to the office at 7 a.m. to open my damn office up. Every day. And stay till 11. I was like, Jason, yo, look, you gotta take one of my spots. And then he took it. But I wanted to ask him a couple of questions to let him know, let you guys know the foundation. He's the foundation. When you first started, right? Did I not take you everywhere with me before you was licensed?
Yeah, definitely. We didn't even have the office shit. It wasn't open. Because I bought that.
Yeah. And I made sure that he learned. When he started slacking as an agent, I said, yo, I want you to be the office manager. Am I right or wrong? That boosted him up a little bit. If he fell into another slump, you'll close this deal for me. I need you, Jason. Right or wrong?
Sure.
Right?
It's tricky.
You know, and I would keep him going, keep him going. This is what I'm saying. Like, you would take an agent that you may think that's lazy. We have heated arguments in the office. People would think we respect each other. People would think we're about to take each other's heads off. If you would walk in the office with me and Jason, you would think we're about to fist fight. That's how heated the arguments would be. But he knew where I stood and I knew where he stood. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of it. Then eventually he opened his own office. But he opened that office at 7 a.m., man, like every freaking morning. You know what I'm saying? And he knows the competition was there. It was like, yo, it was everybody had to perform. It was us against the world. Right? Any crazy person, I don't care if they was hood or whatever, came in that office. I was telling my agents the other day, somebody would come in the office and they look like they're about to set it. I'll be like, they don't even realize, like, everybody's one person grabbing a pen and acting like nothing is happening. The other one is just looking at them, forming, acting like they leaving, but they right there by the door. Like, you ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we were full Voltron in there. Like, that's real talk. But I just wanted to let y'all know that. This is the foundation. It starts off with that. They may not always perform, but this brother was there to open up the office for me. You know what I'm saying? All right. But any other questions? Huh? One more. Come on, at least give me one more. One more.
So your forfeits and everything that everybody has negative to say about you is just your method of competition for the company, or what is your purpose?
No. Well, the forfeits, like, I had 1 month where I had a bunch of old deals. I had to get them paid out. What I could have done is take them all out and put them back in as one deal and close on an apartment. There was money just sitting there. I forgot about them. So what I did was I put the forfeits as 1 month. It was 11 forfeits out of 42 deals. So it was still 30 closed deals. So I remember hearing, oh yeah, that's because of this and $100 or $50 closed deals and stuff like that. So the next month, I did it again, and then I did it again, and I did it again. But I took that shit, I love it when people criticize me. I really do. I love it. Like, criticize me.
It's like giving you a goal.
Huh?
It's like giving you a brand new goal.
Yep, that gives me a goal. My critics are speaking. So I'm going to answer them with success. That's me. Like, I bought a brand new car, but I bought a Honda Accord. Because I'm in this shit to win. So I'm going to save my money.
Certain liabilities, man.
Right.
That's a little difference.
Right. So what I did with a Honda Accord to last me fucking forever. My son, I have that car when he get older. Right? So Warren Buffett, that's what he does. He buys used cars that run good. He's worth $44 billion. How am I gonna? Once I saw that, and I started analyzing all the wealthy people, I started looking at how they move and what they do. I'm a quiet storm. I don't need attention on me. I can come in any room and demand attention by the way my energy is. I don't need a car to define me or certain things to define me, and I'll be damned if I do that. So I bought a Honda Accord for that purpose. You know what I'm saying? I wanted people to laugh at that Honda Accord. So they can make me mad.
When the Almighty comes, he's gonna take us in one accord.
I like that. That's why I bought it. But nah, seriously, I did that. You gotta be wise. Like, yo, don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Like, really just like, be on point. Buy what you can get. I used to shop at Sears to get me some shirts and shit for $9. Make sure they was hot though. Buy V-necks. You wouldn't even know it. I'm going to a grand opening with a blazer from Sears, and you wouldn't even know it. That's what I used to do. Then I stepped up to Express, and then, you know, I'm not going to tell you all the secrets. There's some other secret shits out there. But then, you know, I stepped it up gradually. But I put money into my appearance now versus a car, because I know I need to look good when I go to certain places. So I did that. I used to Mike said, when he first was introduced to me, he was like, this motherfucker don't got money. I was bummy as hell at 4th Avenue. Because I was so focused. I didn't even care about how I looked. Like, I used to come there looking crazy. You would not know that I was a franchisee or whatever. Because I didn't even know. One day I looked up, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck, how you going out the house like that? I had to catch myself. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you focus. You know what I mean? Any other questions? Come on, man, talk to me. Nothing? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm also gonna give support to offices that need it. You know, we work something out. Like, I'm talking about continuous support. I'm developing a website right now with all kinds of scenarios, for training purposes. And I want to give one-on-one support to offices that want it. Okay? I'll sit there and look at your office, and then I'm going to have a group of individuals that I'm working with, and weekly I'm going to either have here or rent out a place and support them. So I want us to understand that this right now is Home Depot when it started.
We're gonna have like AA meetings?
This is Home Depot when it started. This is Coca-Cola when it started. And it's up to you to see that shit. Because Ant is gonna make 100 or 200 million with you here or without you. He's gonna do that shit. So these chairs, it's gonna be different people here every time. And those people that ends up, this brother Johnny Cologne, we gotta give him a round of applause. I love him. My brother is a rough and knowledge. This brother, he doesn't even know it, but me and him was mad close, but he doesn't even know how much he inspired me when I was a new agent. This dude got mad swag. He inspired me so much. You know what I'm saying? As a new agent. And that's how you gotta be for a franchisee that's coming. You have to have that swag. You gotta make it work. And you females, you gotta be an example, because it's not a lot of you guys out there that have the balls to do it. Well, no females have balls. So it's like one of the things that I wanted to do when I first started, right? I said, where I'm at, it's transitioning from the hood to like where Park Slope is. It's transitioning now, but it's still rough around the edges. You get caught sleeping, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get caught sleeping around here. So I like to step out, and my agents step out looking good, because guess what? It's that dude on that corner, or that female doing fucking insurance scams and credit card scams for some dude that look at Shakira or Lana coming out, going on appointments with all ethnic groups, and they like, that female is looking at her like, yo, I probably could do that. Because they come by, when they go into school, they looking in the office. That's an example. You want to be that example for a new agent. It may not be like my father was the greatest to me, but my uncle, one of my uncles, I was like, yo, I'm going to be that dude when I grow up. So it might not be you, but it might one of my agents may look at one of you guys as an inspiration when they see you. But if we all collectively aren't great as a whole, that's not good. I don't want to be up here alone. That shit ain't my goal. I'm competitive, but I want to see everybody fucking make money. And anybody that knows, right, that when I come to their office and give them training, I don't give them no bullshit training. Anybody that I went to training, I don't give them no, hey, yeah, I'll pour my heart out. Like this brother from Forest Hill, Martin. This is my dude right here. I went to his office and smacked his agents up and gave them some wisdom, and they fucking taking off, right?
Hallelujah, man. Thank you so much.
For real. And they have a broker like Mo on them too. So that's a fucking lethal combination. But that's what it is. I told my agents, and they'll tell you, Martin, I said, yo, y'all watch Forest Hill, because they're Lefferts Garden in the beginning. Remember I said this shit. Forest Hill. I'm telling you that right now. If they keep going, you can't stop. If they keep going, I'm telling you that right now. I told them, I said, they're going to fucking kill us. They're going to come and crush our numbers. They're going to be like that new agent versus veteran agent shit if we slap. The boss said it's not happening. I know. Yo, I don't know. Competition was good.
Oh.
That's what I'm going to say.
All day. That's set up. I set that shit up before I came here. So, but all I'm saying is that's what it's about, man. I want y'all to step it up, man. And this brother, man, I don't know how you pronounce your name?
Lions.
Lions?
Kenyatta.
Yo, give him a round of applause, man. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, this brother, I saw it in his eyes when he came to the office. If you listen, me saying this shit ain't gonna make it poof, magic. But what I see in you, brother, I'm telling you, you're doing it, and I'm proud of you for that shit, because you stepped it up and you changed it up.
Thanks.
Yeah. Also, my brother Tony. That's all. His brother's a new. He's gonna be a new beast. And we all know Super 10. Super 10 Superman, you know, and Lana and all of us. But what we're trying to do, man, is take this company to another level, because once we go public, man, we could be instant millionaires. I'm talking about instantly with stocks. And that shit started growing and people start being excited about it and putting money into it. Our stocks are rising. That's what it's about. You here in the beginning. Yo, I'm not a stupid person. I would not be here if it wasn't gonna grow. Believe me, I would not be here if it wasn't gonna grow. But I need you guys too, because I'm gonna fucking cash out at 45. You know what I'm saying? And if it's only like 5 offices that's producing, that's not enough. Everybody in here gotta step it up. Everybody. If y'all need me to come through to talk to your agents, I'll come through. Anytime. And if I may need y'all sometime to come to my office. Everybody, we have to grow as a company. Because in another 3 years, instant millionaires. I'm telling you that right now. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Y'all took a good picture?